Actually, next is my son Ben's.
First of all, I'd like to thank you, Chris, for your kind words, and obviously accepting me into your wonderful family. First thing I'd like to do is thank Chris and Jill for all their support and your generosity, not just in the family today, but during the last 6.5 years that me and Kerry have been together. Okay. Obviously, organising a wedding that would suit both our families was always going to be very difficult for us. But mainly thanks to your hard effort and your hard work, a memorable day has been made at this spectacular venue. And I don't just mean off the Terrace Downs. I feel very privileged to have the opportunity to get married in the beautiful South Island of New Zealand. Getting married so far from home was always going to present some obstacles to us. But thanks mainly to the efforts of Kerry's family, my new family, we've been able to do it in this great style. I particularly would like to thank Christine for all her hard work in organising so much of the wedding. Basically, none of this would have been possible without your efforts, so I'm really grateful, as is Kerry. We're very grateful for you, being our eyes and ears here. We're very happy about that. We're also very grateful to Maria, who made all the beautiful dresses today, as well as getting other items such as the corsage, that's the one. For all of us. So, as I say, I'm very grateful to the two of you, especially for putting so much hard work for us, and we're so happy about being here. But with the wedding being here, my next task is obviously trying to convince my family to make a long trip over this side of the planet. Particularly my mother, who hates getting an hour flight. She can't even really get a train. So basically, most importantly, I needed my parents to be here today, and I'm very grateful that both of them could come. I'd like to take this opportunity to express my deep love for you both. I was actually crying. I was crying by this speech. I was, as I owe everything to them.
We love you, Ben. We love you so much.
I will continue doing everything I can to make you as proud of me as I am of you.
You couldn't do it anymore. We are so proud of you.
It's also brilliant that the rest of my close family were able to be here. My beautiful sister Sophie, my two great brothers Lee and Adam, who not only my brothers, I consider my friends, and also Bradley, Terry, Asya, who's come on this way. I'm truly grateful. As well as Krista, who's not quite family.
Alan, you got something to tell us?
Furthermore, we'd like to thank everybody who's here for not only attending the great gifts that we've already been given. That reminds us, the Hills like to express their gratitude as well. Seriously though, we are really happy to see so many of you here today. And obviously we're particularly grateful to anyone who's flown in from the UK, or from Australia, or from the North Island. It's amazing that you can all do that for us. So we'd like to say thank you to all of you for doing that. And then to the three guys here beside me, Paul, Dave and Steve, my three amigos. Obviously, thank you for coming. Any guy could not ask for three better friends. I have done, but... They're not on my 54 friends on MySpace, as some of you will notice. Paul, obviously a bigger thanks to you for doing a great job as best man. Obviously your biggest test is yet to come. I might say my true thanks there. But what I can say thank you for was the brilliant stag do that we had in Newcastle. We had a fabulous time. It was brilliant to see so many of you come. I was really proud of the number of people that could come. I'm sure that most of you saw a lot more of me than you probably wanted to. And now, obviously on my left-hand side here, I'm lucky enough to have Gracie and 4 gorgeous women. I'm very lucky to have that. Don't the bridesmaids look fabulous? I'd like to thank you on behalf of Kerry, obviously, for helping her to look even more stunning than usual. We also like to thank you for the hen party you arranged for her, and judging by the presents I saw, you must have had a great time. So, ladies and gentlemen, would you join me in a toast to the bridesmaids?
To the bridesmaids.
That brings me on nicely to my beautiful wife, the new Mrs. White. That actually sounds a lot better than, sounds saying out loud, Mrs. White. Mrs. Kerry White. That name actually rings quite a few bells for me. When we first started getting together, we obviously put the names together, Kerry White. I know that name. Where have I heard that name before? And it was only a few years later we were watching the film Carrie. I'm not sure if anyone's seen it, but obviously the Americans say Kerry White. That was her name in the movie. So that's what was ringing me, Kerry White. I was watching it, I think. So you can see why it's taken me another 5 years to when I finally decided to pluck up the courage to ask Kerry to marry me, the only question left really was when to do it. And it was just over a year ago I was here. I was fortunate enough to visit this beautiful country for the second time. We were there to see 2 of Kerry's great friends getting married, as well as her sister. And unfortunately they arranged it so that we could be at all 3 of their weddings. So we were so happy about that. That was brilliant. That was a brilliant holiday for me a year ago. And obviously this one I think is going to top it. But I had a great time. But as my mother and my sister suspected, that holiday was to become a 3 weddings and a proposal. I wanted to make it as special as I can. I'd love to tell you I'm the most romantic guy in the world. I'm probably not. But I wanted to make this moment special. And it looked like Rarotonga was going to be a great place to do that. I'm not sure if you've heard the story. My dad doesn't like it, but anyway. It was the 18th of February last year. We got a plane, we just left New Zealand, the family. Kerry was obviously really, really upset to be leaving her family. That day was, because of the way the world is, was a 48-hour day for us. So we'd gone through the day, we'd gone to bed, woke up, it was still the same day. We had an amazing day in the sun, and we saw, Rarotonga's doing their thing. Took up, Kerry had a little bit of a belly dance, which was nice to see. We waited for the sunset, and we went kind of stroll along the beach, and it looked really dark, and I was a bit confused. Like, where's the moon? I couldn't see the moon. I was totally perplexed, and we sat down at the beach to chill out. The light came on the horizon. I was like, what's that to Kerry? Is that a boat? And we kind of looked at it. And then there's a moment, just a great moment for us, a moon rising. I didn't even know that such a thing existed. It was so beautiful, and that was the moment I decided to obviously pop the question. And fortunately she said yes. Now I gaze upon my beautiful wife, a year on, I couldn't be happier. She's everything I could want in a woman. She's beautiful on the outside, beautiful on the inside. She has a loving heart and cares so much for everyone in her life, always putting their needs before her own. And when I see with any children, obviously that's part of her job, I can see how warmth and her love comes out. I hope one day to enjoy those moments with our own children. Not too soon though.
9 months.
I could go on for a lot longer, you know, talking about things I love about Kerry, ever since we met in the Red Back in London. Ever since that day, you know, she's continued to love, challenge me, spoil me with her, you know, enormous qualities. I love you so much, honey, and you know, I'll do my best to make you stay better than last time. Ladies and gentlemen, please all raise a glass as I present to you my beautiful bride, Kerry White.